Welcome to my new video. Today it is my privilege to present you 30 quotes of the famous and influential Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst Carl Jung. I hope you enjoy this compilation and find some truth and help in his words. So, let's get started. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, in order to avoid facing their own souls. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. In all chaos, there is a cosmos. In all disorder, a secret order. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. Loneliness does not come from having no people around you, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to you. The word happiness would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. Wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries. Mistakes are, after all, the foundations of truth. And if a man does not know what a thing is, it is at least an increase in knowledge if he knows what it is not. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect, but by the play instinct acting from inner necessity. The creative mind plays with the objects it loves. The dream is the small, hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. The pendulum of the mind oscillates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. The world will ask you who you are, and if you don't know, the world will tell you. Neurosis is always a substitute for legitimate suffering. Everything about other people that doesn't satisfy us helps us to better understand ourselves. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is going inward and letting go of it. Where love rules, There is no will to power, and where power predominates, love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. A man who has not passed through the inferno of his passions has never overcome them. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol, morphine, or idealism. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. Thank you for watching my video. If you found some help or consolation in this video, please consider liking or comment and subscribe. Thank you. I see you in the next video.